Fixing your credit doesn't have to become a headache by howtogrowcredit.com. While you watch this video, please consider subscribing. If you like this content, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and feel free to comment down below with any questions. We would love to hear from you. Also, if you have a YouTube channel, let us know that you followed us and we will follow you back. Let's grow together. When the video ends, make sure to check out the rest of the content on this channel and our website howtogrowcredit.com. Both with new content added daily. These tips can save you to get a healthier score. If you want to fix your credit, you must first conjure a workable plan that you can stick to. You must be committed to making real changes in the way you spend money. Don't buy anything unless you need it. Before making any purchase, determine if it is within your means and if it is indispensable. Don't buy the item unless you answer yes to both of these questions. Financing homes can be made more difficult if you have bad credit. If your income is a factor, you may qualify for an FHA loan. Apply for an FHA loan. These loans are backed by the United States government. FHA loans can even work when someone lacks the funds for down payment or pay closing costs. You can get better interest rates on credit cards and loans when you have a good credit score. This will help you afford your payments and get out of debt quickly. Quickly paying off your debts is a good way to improve your credit score. This will give you access to more competitive rates in the future. If you want to fix your credit, avoid companies claiming they can remove all of your issues. They are lying. Negative info stays on your record for 7 years. If you want to boost your credit score and earn a decent living, open an installment account. Choose an installment account you can afford, since you will have to leave a certain amount of money on it at all times. You can quickly improve your score by successfully managing these accounts. You must pay them on time. This is very important. Your credit score starts to improve almost immediately when you pay off past due bills. No credit repair company can remove factual information, no matter how damaging, from your credit report. Sadly, harmful entries remain on your report for roughly 7 years. You should know that mistakes and anything incorrect can be removed from your credit report. You need to work with the companies from whom you are trying to improve your credit. This will assure them that you stabilize your debt and start working towards a better financial situation. You must pay your bills consistently if you want to repair your credit. Paying your bills on time and for the full amount is important. When you pay off past due lines of credit, your credit score will go up. Make sure you research any credit counselor before you visit them. Some counselors are real, and some have ulterior motives. Some are outright scams. Make sure you check out any credit counseling agency you consider using. There are some legit counselors, and there are some that have ulterior motives. Some are not legitimate. A savvy consumer will always do his or her research on any credit counseling service to ensure that the agency is legitimate. Do not do things that could cause you to imprisonment. Some scams teach you how to create a fresh credit file. Do things like this because it's illegal, you into big trouble with the law. You could end up in jail time. When you are attempting to improve your credit score, carefully comb over your credit reports for negative information. You could find mistakes in dates and other factors that can cause the whole item to be removed from the report. Contact your creditors and see if you can get them to lower your credit limit. Not only will this prevent you from owing more, but it can also imply that you are responsible for those companies and to any future companies. If you find any errors on your credit reports, dispute them. Contact the credit agency in writing, with documentation to support the errors that you are disputing. When you mail your dispute package, be sure to make arrangements for confirmation of receipt. In this way, you will have documentation that your information has been received. Even if the item itself is correct, any problems with its details, such as an inaccurate date or amount, could make the entire entry invalid and eligible for removal. If you are having problems retaining control of your charge habits, close all old accounts except for one. You will want to either transfer your balances onto the one remaining card or set up payment arrangements, but close the account to new charges. By doing this, you can work towards completely paying off one credit card with a large debt, rather than working piecemeal with many smaller debts. Joining a credit union is beneficial if you want to work on improving your credit score. Go through all the statements you receive. It's up to you to ensure that the charges on your bill are correct and that you haven't been double charged, overcharged, or charged for something you didn't buy. You bear the responsibility for looking after your own best interests, and you are the only person who will know if your statement is accurate. Credit cards. Many law offices promise quick credit fixes. Avoid these. Predatory lawyers have begun to prey on people with credit problems. They charge outrageous fees to repair credit. Do your homework and check out any attorney before you hire one to help with credit repair. Do not use credit cards to pay for things that you can afford. This might be a tough thing to get your head around. In past years, people are using credit cards to buy things they want, rather than focusing on things that they need. Be sure to assess your finances and find out the things that you can truly afford. It's especially painful to have a lot of different debts that you can't pay all at once. Make the minimum payment on each of your debts and use any leftover money to concentrate on paying off the highest interest debt. Making the minimum payments will, at least, avoid ending up with collection agencies. To get a hold on your credit, you should close all but one of your credit card accounts. You should arrange to make payments or make a balance transfer balance to your open account. This allows you to focus on paying off a single account rather than many small ones. Devise a repayment plan that will satisfy your collection account and any other accounts that are in arrears. These will remain on the credit report but will be reported as paid. This is better than having past due debt. If you can get a payment plan worked out with any of your creditors, be certain to have it on paper. Once it is paid off, you need to get a statement verifying this from the creditor and send it to each of the major credit bureaus. Paying your bills on time is an important aspect of anyone's credit score. You are more likely to remember your payment due dates if you have some kind of reminder system set up. You may establish reminders in a wide variety of ways. Your bank likely has a program that will send an email or even text reminders. Bankruptcy should be a last resort option. It is noted in someone's credit report for up to 10 years. It sounds very appealing to clear out your debt, but you will be affected down the long run. You're just hurting yourself. Investigate debt consolidation programs to see if their services can help you improve your credit rating. Many times, consolidation is one of the best and fastest ways you can bring down your debt and improve your credit. All your debts are gathered up together into one convenient payment. Find out more about consolidation and how it could be applied to your situation. Try and pay down any revolving accounts you have. You can raise your score by just keeping your balances. If you see a discrepancy in your credit report, be sure to double-check it. Credit reports are not perfect. Incorrect information is sometimes reported, and errors can be made when compiling your report. If you file a credit dispute, you can prove that it is incorrect. Try not to use your cards only for purchases you can afford to pay off. Pay for everything you buy with cash whenever possible. If a credit card is used for a purchase, be prepared to pay off the balance at the end of the month or as soon as possible. Maintain a log of every attempt you make to rectify erroneous information from your credit report. Write down records of any communications you have, including email, letters, and even phone calls. Send any letters via certified mail so that you have a record of it being delivered. A nasty credit crunch can generally be caused by lacking the funds to pay back. Even if you are only making minimum payments, you will avoid having the bill sent to collections. When you are rebuilding your credit, you must pay your monthly bills on time. Even if all you can pay is the minimum, you need to pay something. One little forgotten payment can negatively impact your credit score. Credit score. When in the process of repairing your credit, be sure to pay your credit card bills on time. Late payment will be put on your credit report, which will negatively impact your credit score. You'll be seen as responsible if you always at least pay the minimum amount due. Opening additional lines of credit negatively affect your credit score. When offered large discounts or incentives for opening a new credit card, fight the urge to get one to receive the discounts that are offered to you. If you open all these new accounts, your credit score will be greatly reduced. The fastest means of improving your credit score is to focus on paying off your outstanding debt. As long as you have unpaid debt remaining in your name that you are not aggressively paying off, the situation will only continue to become worse, and this will not help you. Creditors will be sure to look at the correlation between your total debts versus your income. You will be seen as a bad credit risk if your debt is too much for your income. It's hard to pay off debt right away, so the best way to do it is to devise a plan and follow it. Use honesty with the collection agencies and try to work with them to find a repayment solution. Let them know when and how much you'll be capable of paying. Collection agencies will always negotiate with you, and figure out a way to help you if you talk to them. Investigate debt consolidation and see if their services can help you improve your credit rating. This way you can have multiple debts consolidated into one manageable payment amount. Make sure you know the specific details of any consolidation loan properly to ensure that it is your best option. When disaster strikes and your credit is sinking, credit counseling can be just the solution you need. Reputable credit counselors can help you learn the ins and outs of credit repair and the skills you need to live within your means. They'll help you learn to rely on credit cards less, if at all, and they will teach you how to handle the outstanding debts you have already incurred. Keeping your accounts impeccable shows responsibility to any potential lenders. Paying off what is due on your unpaid bills is a good way to repair your credit. Credit counseling services could help. Check your credit report to see if you owe and to whom. A great tip for repairing your credit is to keep your credit card balances low. If you use the majority of the credit offered to you by credit card companies, it will reflect on your credit report that you are maxed out. Keep your balance as low as possible. You may feel the need to commit to expensive repayment plans that are simply impossible for you. Know what you can afford to put towards your debt before attempting to deal with creditors to avoid promising more than you can comfortably pay. If your credit score is less than great, get in touch with your credit card company and ask to have your limits lowered. Only take this action if you can keep a low balance within your account. You want to avoid lowering your credit limit to the point that you run the risk of maxing out your current balance. Since you should now have a better understanding of different ways you can use to begin fixing your credit scores, take immediate action to implement them. Act now to start on the road to improving your life by improving your credit. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to check out the rest of the content on this channel and our website howtogrowcredit.com. Both with new content added daily. Also, check out our recommended credit repair system with the link in the description. Remember to like, comment, subscribe and share. Not only does it help us make new content for you, but also tells YouTube to share this content with others. How to grow credit. Steps to grow your credit score.